3D, you mentioned 3D. What's your take on 3D? A lot of talk about it, lots of hype about it. Are you convinced?
There's one van in the world at ESPN, $18 million US. 3D is different. You actually have to set up a new truck, new cameras, new people. So you actually have a dual or parallel cost centre.
For 3D?
For 1 2-hour event.
Right.
Of which you can't place advertising at this point due to the restrictions on the spectrum from the government. Actually, I think there's 3,000 sets that have been sold to date. We're not going to spend $750,000 to service 3,000 viewers. When that gets to critical mass, I think the economic balance for investment will actually probably sway more in terms of let's look more seriously at it.
What's critical mass for you? What's a screen number?
I think it's more to the point, when can we get the cost of production down? Because at the moment it's all going to be new. We're going to have to train new people. That's going to be expensive. So those costs have to come down. You know, $750,000 per event is more than we do in an HD capacity. So why?
So we've got 3,000 sets now. Is 100, 200, 500,000 screens? How many screens before you start getting really interested, Grant?
I'm not sure the answer to that. There could be, per se, in 12 months, 100,000 units that have been deployed. What we now have to do is ask ourselves, how many of those people are activating 3D within the 100,000? Because, and that'll be partly driven by what content is being produced to service that appetite. So we look around the world and we say, how many broadcasters are unique to 3D? We've just come back from the screenings, and I can assure you, we've watched product for a week. Not one of those properties are broadcast in 3D.
Right.
What I did see in defence of 3D is, as an event channel, I think it's wonderful. As an aggregated event channel, maybe the three broadcasters get together and we have a dedicated channel where we contribute. Because I think it's cumbersome to have one broadcaster try and do it themselves. It takes up about 1.4 to 2 times the amount of spectrum that 1HD currently goes out in.
So,
we don't have the spectrum. 2, we don't have the critical mass. 3, we have the costs. I don't think that the level of content is going to live up to the expectation of the consumer at this point. It is coming. Whether it takes and is a totally acceptable platform for the consumer in the future, I don't think we know the answer to that at this point.
So Nine's doing its bit for a bit of jazz and a bit of publicity then?
I think you'd have to ask David that. I think, you know, from an outsider looking in, there's every reason to believe that's probably true. It gives them a statement in market. And, you know, David's done that for whatever reason. And I'm not criticising, I'm just saying that we just see this slightly differently in terms of the migration and maturity of 3D. We're not against it, but we are moving slowly, and we're very happy to be a fast second or third in this particular area.